Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba. Wow. Wow. Do-do-do-do-do. Why did you just do that? Nope, 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 nope. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's what the ChazmaN likes right there. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. How is everyone doing today? Alright, just give me 1 second, guys, and then we will get this next rendition of ChazmaN Live underway. What happens if I switch over here? What happens if I switch back? Okay, I was just seeing the difference between my chats. Actually, I kind of do like that that chat's a little bigger. Why is this chat so small? A little bit. Okie dokie smoky. Let's make you a little bit bigger. Perfect. And then size, okay, so it's a little bit bigger. That's fine. Not a huge deal. Hey, Yoda Salty and Skylar Twiler are both in the chat already. What is up with y'all? Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. I'm just getting a little underway. I will readily admit to you guys, I didn't find a ton of like super interesting stuff. I've got a couple of videos and did want to talk about one thing. So if you guys have anything, any topics at all, go ahead and feel free and throw it in the Discord or in the YouTube chat or here. You know, anything I could check out, anything you think might be interesting. I've also been thinking maybe we could check out some YouTube shorts or something. I don't know. I think it might be fun just to see what kind of weird, kooky stuff is out there, but it could be kind of worrisome. I don't know what might pop up that could be troublesome, but well, maybe we'll try it out, give that a go eventually, and we'll see. Like I said, I do have a couple of things, so it's the only things I could think of that was any interesting. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Inner ChazmaN here, and like I said, we are back. That is right. It is Thursday. Alright, I guess I can go ahead and get rid of that banner up there. Da 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 da. I should apologize. I didn't put out a lot of content shorts-wise the last couple of days. I've been really reworking some stuff and how... my chat's behind. Yeah, just reworking some stuff, trying to figure out other things of cleaning up some of the channels. So I got weighed down a little bit working on all that. Okay, so I think we're all good. Shoot, how long are we? Almost a little over 10 minutes. Sweet. Alright, so if you guys could let me know about any audio issues or anything of the sort. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I think Halo's playing right now. I don't know, I can't hear it. So let's see. Otis Salty says I only got like one thing. There was a viral video about a guy named Trax NYC. Oh, the jewelry video. Okay, I did hear about that. Yeah, let me pull, maybe we could start with that, because I have no idea what that is, and I've seen some kind of drama surrounding the jewelry video. Great call, Odin. I totally... Jewelry store fight. Yes, I have heard about this. Okay. Great call. Great call. I did hear about this, and I have, like, no idea what was going on with it. I have seen this kind of in a few places. Who talks about it? So, let's see. Our boy, Moist Critical. Okay, yeah. Let's check out Moist's video. That'll be a great place to start. Or, actually, I think I have the actual footage here. How do I do all this stuff again? Alright, so let's see. Window, let's pull you up. Alright, so what's the audio level? That's fine. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens here. I think this is the official footage of whatever was going on. Let's see. The audio levels. Oh, I don't have desktop audio.
Where's
Okay, try that again. Lots of cursing, lots of anger.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
This is like in the middle of a mall, too.
Where's my money? I got this bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Doc, mother. You say VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name. You. Yeah, 6447. Thief! You thief! Stop. Take him. No. No! Get the your hands off of me, bro. Take your hands off of me, bro.
I don't necessarily say it's a fight. It's just more of a kerfuffle, scuffle.
Calm down. You give me my money.
Oh, I'm blocking up some of that. Yeah, I mean, it's... I hate to say that. I mean, the dude obviously is acting a bit hysterical, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's definitely interesting. Let's see what Moist had to say. Cause you guys are right though. I did hear about this story, and I was very curious about it myself. I just never had the time. I think I kind of just kept overlooking it. Let's see what Moisty's got to say.
Store fight was insane. Oh, Trax NYC? I saw that. That was a crazy saga, actually. Hold on, let me pull that up if you haven't seen this.
Again, was it like super crazy? I mean, it was like... I mean, as someone who's worked retail, I feel like I've seen a lot worse. I don't want to say a lot. Well, I've seen a lot worse. We used to have to break up fights at the movie theater a couple of times. Like I've seen some stuff. Movie theater. You wouldn't think the movie theaters would be insane. They are. Working in a movie theater is kind of ridiculous with some of the stuff you got to put up with over there. Oh, and Salty says there is more to it. The guy actually got spat on by the scammer. Oh, interesting.
A buddy of mine sent me the entire thing.
Receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're Trax MIC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off, and rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold? Well, we're gonna test this bracelet right now.
Spoiler alert, it's not. It's a scam. So basically, in a nutshell, Trax NYC has an impersonator, Akai Jewelers. Akai Jewelers has been selling products under his name, allegedly, though it seems pretty cut and dry, that are not as advertised. But it's a twofold scam because Akai Jewelers is not Trax NYC, and what the customers of Trax are being sold is not what they are supposed to be getting. So it's a big time scam.
Start the test.
Trax NYC found out about it today.
Gold. So did they say they were Trax NYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray. He tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings
You-
that you purchased.
Right. That we sell. So you can't.
Okay, they're explaining it, but I'm still confused as to what's happening. So he was saying that Trax NYC is selling fake products that they're saying is made by this gentleman who actually legitimately makes products to... He makes products that go to Trax NYC, which they typically sell his product, but instead they've been selling a lookalike product like his. I'm confused. How would this guy though? Oh no, this guy is Trax NYC. He exposed an NYC jewelry company. Oh, it says right here, using his name and scamming customers out of thousands. Oh, I see. Trax took in. Okay. Oh, so he is a creator of jewelry, and they've been selling off a product that they're saying is actually made by him, but in all actuality, it is not. So they are selling a fake product, and therefore this guy, the guy is selling fake products and slapping Tracks NYC on the products, making it seem like that's stuff. Okay, so he could make the argument that they are stealing his money, because if they're going there to buy his product, he would have a right to be mad, because that could be pulling people away that could actually be going to Tracks NYC. Okay, I see how he could be losing money. Yeah. Okay, sorry. It took my brain a second to figure it out. Yeah. And maybe this Tracks NYC is like a very reputable place to buy jewelry. So, yeah, I can 100% see how it's like, well, what the I'm Tracks NYC, you know, they could be coming to me to buy this stuff, and you're saying this is mine when it's not? Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, he could be missing out on tens of thousands of dollars, yeah.
Came with a picture of Tracks NYC.
Yep. I opened up the website for.
And then
So, he's very upset, as you can clearly tell. He's extremely mad because he is now getting a reputation as being a scammer from people that bought from Akai Jewelers, claiming that...
great point, Moy. So yeah, so it not only is he missing out on the transactions, but they're also not subtly, they are straight up ruining his image because of people thinking that, oh, Tracks NYC is selling fake products. Okay. So he's getting doubly fisted here. Per se. Yeah, he's getting short end of the stick in terms of getting money, and then also he's losing money because people are thinking he's a not a trustworthy person to buy from. Dang. Yeah, so throw out that idea of him possibly losing tens of thousands of dollars. He could be missing out on, probably is missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, yeah. Well, if it's jewelry, probably millions. I don't know how big the company is.
So his reputation was getting dragged through the mud. They're getting dog shit quality products, and he is having a reputational damage because of it. So now he found out about it. He's very upset. I'll go ahead and fast forward through some of this. I thought this was a very nice gesture. That was a $22,000 piece of jewelry that his customer got scammed on by Akai Jewelers, who was pretending to be Tracks. So what he did is he actually made him whole again, giving him 22 grand.
these fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing. It turned out to be 9-karat gold, right? Yeah. You had a check?
Yes.
So they're gonna be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's 22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bum motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time.
Yep.
She's fucking scheming, bro.
Yeah, dude's mad.
9 fucking carat this, 2 carat that, this that. Security what, bro? Fucking bullshit, bro. Stop fucking stealing. You gotta come up.
Wait, is he behind the counter? Why didn't they call security already? He's like behind the counter. Is this his? I'm confused. Does he own Akai? I'm so confused. They allegedly owe him. Things escalated and a fight broke out. I'm just, it's so weird. It feels like he's behind the shop counter, right?
I want my fucking money, motherfuckers.
So after that, he then confronts Akai Jewelers directly. He then goes up to them, which is the clip you've probably seen.
My fucking money, motherfucker! Where's my fucking money, bitch? Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna fucking do? Doc, motherfucker, you say VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name, you bitch! Yeah, 6447. Thief! You fucking thief! Bitch!
Yeah, in front of everyone here, every customer in front of.
Oh yeah, that's a bad look. Of course, and of course, everyone there's got their camera out recording this. My goodness, that's That's pretty insane for a business to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I 100% agree that the guy, Trax NYC, deserves to be upset and pissed off, but goodness. Or actually, there is Trax NYC. He's like across the. I'm so confused as to what's happening here. I gotta look it up. What is Trax NYC? Because now it says Trax NYC on the outside of the building that he's in. I'm so befuddled by what exactly, who is who here. Trax NYC. Trax NYC is a well-known jeweler in New York City's Diamond District, famous for its gold and diamond jewelry. Company was founded by, I'm guessing, Maksud Ahajani. That's this guy. Oh yeah, that is him. So Trax. So is he in Trax and what? Why? Trax NYC is a jewelry business, and they make shorts. But I'm saying, is he inside of his own business? Because there's a Trax NYC sign here. Are these people in his business? And the. Or are these people just. Are these people external? Did they just show up to his business and he's pissed because they're there? I'm so confused what is happening. Trax NYC is a jewelry business and they make shorts? Let's see, rival? Let me put the music on while I'm reading this. Get out of here, New York Post. I think Akai might be a branch of Trax. Could be wrong. Oh, okay. So this is like a sister or daughter company, sister company of Trax NYC, which he probably technically owns this, correct? Maybe? Akai might be it's a branch of Trax, could be wrong. So that could explain why there's two stores? Oh, I see what that's a display case, I think. This. Okay, this isn't a store. Can you see my? I don't know if you guys can see my my.
God and.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, what I'm looking at is this Trax NYC, and I thought that was a store sign, so I was confused that might be a sign for his store. I think he is in a rival jeweler store, or a branch, whatever, and I think this is a display case saying, hey, we sell Trax NYC. That's a display case just saying, this is Trax NYC products here. Okay, all right, I think I got it. For some reason, I was thinking that was a store sign, and he was in his own store, and I'm like, what are these guys doing? I don't know. I was very befuddled. All right, I'm like 99% sure that's just like a little we sell this product here. Okay, sorry.
Anime. He's going in. He's going hog wild on his ass right here, airing it all out. Also,
yes,
I didn't
okay.
learn this until,
it does look like that might be.
He was in Uncut Gems. Trax. He had like a small cameo in Uncut Gems, which I thought was fucking awesome.
He was in Uncut Gems.
No. Get the fuck your hands off of me, bro. Calm down.
So you think that's where it ends, right? Like they escort him out. He got all his anger out.
Oh,
it
there's
bubbled
more to
over.
this. Okay.
That's the end of it. Then maybe he takes legal matters into his own hands here, because I mean that's very clearly.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with Moist. I mean, I still think what he was doing just now was probably way too much, too crazy. I still think he's probably being too boisterous with what he's doing. But I still think well deserving, he still is in the right. If anything more happens after this, that's a completely different story, I would say. But I guess that could also explain why he was behind the counter, why he was allowed to be behind the counter, because this isn't his store, but he's behind the counter because these are largely maybe a lot of his products, or what is supposed to be his products, behind the counter. Okay, so I can understand why he was behind the counter now, because they're not going to let him back. They're not going to let him back there. I mean, they're making money off of his back, or they're supposed to be.
A lawsuit right there. He is being impersonated by this other jeweler, and his.
And yeah, what Moist is saying is 100%. Like, I don't think it should have went any further than what it's at now, mainly because he's got a strong case for maybe a lawsuit or something, going at them for money. Because if he's sitting there acting like he has paperwork saying, I know you're scamming me, I know you're screwing me. This customer here is saying that is saying I look bad, so I would think that'd be a pretty good case, but it sounds as though he takes things a little too far.
Customers are being misled and even potentially scammed, but that's not it. They got into a fucking scuffle. Look at this.
Oh, they wild.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Oh, they wildin'.
Oh my god.
Oh, they wildin'.
Oh my. Oh fuck.
Oh, they wildin'.
Okay. Now things have escalated beyond what I thought they were at.
Oh my god.
I got him by his ear. Do we gotta do something here?
Oh my god.
So that goes on for a little while. Trax makes a follow-up after the little brawl here in an ambulance.
These Akai motherfuckers just try to strangle me with my own chain because I exposed what they did.
Oh, they don't have the ambulance one in here?
You know what I'm saying? They straight up fucking tried to strangle me with my chain like this. That's how angry these motherfuckers got because I showed what thieves they were. So, Akai
Oh no,
tried
it's
to kill me,
here. It's here.
choke me with my own chain like this, strangle me, jump me, I'm in the hospital. If you're a lawyer who could help out, please DM me. All right, everything they did was so horrifying. So please send me a DM if you're a lawyer. I'm in the hospital, going to the hospital.
A crazy saga.
Okay, so seeing as how things did actually escalate, I do think he played a part. I mean, I don't know what happens post when they pull him off camera there, but definitely when he was on camera, he was definitely acting erratic. He probably shouldn't. He's the one who's technically probably in the right here. I don't know why he was making such a show or fuss about it. I mean, not a fuss, but he was definitely making too much out of it, in my opinion. I just think he did too much, bro. He did too much.
A crazy saga. Watch the other angle of the fight. He literally slaps a bald dude's head. I didn't see that angle. Where's that one? I didn't see that. I've only seen that angle of the fight from like the top-down aerial view, like the football cable cameras, basically. He got spit on, and that's what started the brawl. Oh, is that what started it? Okay. I've seen a lot of his content before, and he's always super passionate about his work, so this is super valid. Full disclosure, I don't know anything about Trax. I learned...
Okay, Odin Salty says there was a video showing the other guy spitting at him. Okay, well, that's what Moist just said as well, so maybe there is maybe there's a video of spit being hurled.
All of the evidence I've seen, like what's been presented, which seems pretty cut and dry, his anger seems very understandable. You could make an argument that maybe he should have just went to a lawyer to start instead of confronting him directly and going like ballistic. But I mean, if your reputation's being dragged through the mud without you even knowing about it because another company or another jeweler is copying you and selling fraudulent products, you're probably going to react pretty passionately. And this is a really good thing for Trax's brand, I think, because now this is blown up. Now everyone sees Trax like,
Yeah, I mean, I do think probably in the short term, this is probably very bad for him. Most definitely because a fight ensued. There's going to be probably lawsuits of the sort. But I do think, other the short term, I think this is going to hurt him. In the long term, though, I think this is going to probably profoundly be positive for him. One, I guarantee he's going to have a lawsuit about what they were doing in terms of in terms of the scamming. Like, that's probably the most obvious thing, especially if he's got proof. So long term, that'll probably help him. And then, yeah, I agree with him. He's getting a crap ton of publicity. He's going to be getting crap ton of publicity out of this, especially if he's the one that turns out that wins the lawsuit or something, that gets proven to be in the right. Then yeah, a lot of people are going to be like, well, why aren't we gonna we're gonna buy more from this guy? He's the one in the right, and he makes good products or something. I don't know. I would definitely say this will, again, in the short term, this will probably be very bad for him, but long term, I think this is probably a positive thing.
fighting for the customers that got scammed. He gave him 22 grand of his own money out of pocket to make him whole for someone else.
The great point by Moist. Yeah, that was a very I don't want to say, that was definitely a very smart business move to right a wrong from one of your pissed off, or customers, or one of, yeah, I guess it would be his customer. Yeah, him and the jewelry store's customer.
Like, overall, like, it's
Yeah, overall, I don't see this as being a positive for the jewelry store whatsoever, mainly because the jewelry store's name is not what's at the forefront of what people are talking about. It sounds as though everyone who's talking about this is just saying, "Oh, Trax NYC, Trax NYC." So he'll probably get a large boon out of this. The jewelry store, it just sounds as though they just got shown up to be possibly doing scams, and it just sounds as though they're probably the only ones that come out looking bad and taking the brunt of the negative here. So definitely caused a big commotion, said Skylar. Yeah. Especially because people aren't thinking. The one thing, if you're going to have a big moment or a viral moment or something that people laugh at, the least you can do is at least have your name out there. Look at something like the Cash Me Outside. How about that, girl? You know what I mean? Like, that was probably not a big positive moment for that girl, but the fact that people gained her name from that moment, that's all that matters. Like, whether it's a good moment or a bad moment or whatever, even if you look stupid, which, again, that's the whole point of the Cash Me Outside. How about that? Is like, it's like, to her or other people, it didn't matter. It's all about how funny, and also just, is your name at the forefront of whatever the criticism is, which it was, and that's why she benefited hugely off of it.
a really good look for Trax. So while you could say, like, yeah, maybe, like, going up to him was too much, I think he's going to come out with a bigger W because of it. And it also shows Akai Jewelers looking extremely shitty, being confronted directly and getting their name out there for all of this, too. And the chain was...
Which, now that I think about it, I think Hawk Tuah Girl kind of ruined that whole thing, because she had a kind of similar moment. I think most people thought it was more funny and whatever, but, like, gosh, that whole trying to pull a crypto scam so early into what possibly could have been a long career, that was just hugely detrimental. Like, she totally fell off the map ever since that crypto scam. And I guarantee you she's probably fine. She probably made a good amount of money from that, but, like, it's crazy the amount of popularity she garnered from that viral moment. And then just whoever was advising her, I think actually I know who was advising her. Wasn't it Jake Paul? I think Jake Paul was the one who, like, signed her to the Talk Tuah podcast or whatever. It's just like, if you get your viral moment, the last thing you should do is immediately try and scam the people. Immediately try to scam the people that are loving on you. You know what I mean? That's just bad business. I mean, I guarantee you she probably still made money out of that, but I mean, think of the long. You can't think of the short term for your viral moment. Think of the long term. You know, like even if I hit it big, like tomorrow or tonight or whatever, I would probably just keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Just don't don't ruin your relationship with whomever is enjoying your content. Like I don't know, if I had like a YouTube short or something that popped off for 50 million views or something, I'd keep making the same thing. I don't know. Oh, and it's all this is, I think Hawk 2 a girl and the 67 kid tried crypto skin. I don't even know who the 67 kid is. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I said, like, you know, there's a reason why people that have businesses try to keep a good image, because I mean, your business, you know, a large part of your business is your image. And like if you're doing things that ruins your image, you're possibly putting your business at risk. I don't know. I feel like that's obvious.
Fake it would have snapped. Well, I don't think it was necessarily him calling it fake. It wasn't what.
It's obvious, but that's also why somebody like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, those kind of people were able to profit off of their image being bad. So to them, people like them, they're the outliers of not having a bad image because they've been able to make it work while having a bad image. That is not the norm. The norm is, if you got a good image and you're an entertaining person or you have a viral moment, if you are able to maintain a solid image, people will continue to like you, or you'll just slowly decline over time. It should not have been such a steep decline for Hawk Tuah after the Hawk Tuah moment. That only happens because your image is bad and you F things up for yourself. You know what I mean? In my opinion. In Minecraft. Alright, sorry, Moist.
The customer was buying. It was supposed to be certain amount of carats, which it wasn't, and it was supposed to be a certain type of gold, which it wasn't. That was the scam. Not that it was like all around fake. At least as I understand it, based on what he was showcasing. And yeah, good point. Even if it was exactly what they said they were selling them, they did it under a false pretense. They were using Trax's name to sell it, which they are not associated with Trax. You can't do that. So yeah, they'd still be in the wrong for that too. And from what I can tell, it seems like he's had problems with them before. So this is not the first time something like this has happened. Go to Trax NYC's Twitter account. It has the slap. The bald-headed slap. Let me see.
Twitter account?
You fucking
Oh, damn. Oh my god.
Oh my
That
gosh.
spit was crazy. That was like a shotgun blast. He
Oh
had a
my
bird
gosh.
shot at him.
You fucking
Oh my gosh, he spit right in his face. Oh my gosh, that was... Wow, that was a bad spit too. Wow, I'm kind of shocked by that. That's like... No wonder you'd be ready to throw down. I'd be ready to throw down after that. Like... Yeah, that's super disrespectful. Bro got that 12 gauge saliva upgrade, says Odin is salty. Like when he spit that, I was thinking of that sound bite. What's that? The fa or whatever. Have you guys heard that? Or is it fire? It's either fa or it's fire. Like when he shot that, it was like fa. Maybe I should do a short with that. That might be funny. Oh, all right. Let me write that down. I think that'll be another short I work on tonight. I can already see the YouTube short right now. Soon, second the spit leaves his mouth, the fa, and then maybe multiple edits of the fa happening a bunch of times, except with the sound of like the Call of Duty, epic shots or something. I'm gonna write that down. See, I always keep notes of my ideas. I always throw them in my notes. Was it Trax NYC? Like the fa, and then multiples in rapid succession. More of the spitting happened, and then like Call of Duty no scope meme noises. Might be kind of funny. Tracks NYC. What am I doing? Oh, Fa and COD 360 no scope meme sounds and edits. All right. Don't know why. Well, we'll keep that idea. All right. Maybe after we're finished with everything, I'll work on that.
That did make a very satisfying
I have to put my ideas down on paper. It's not paper, it's phone. I have to note my ideas immediately, because if I don't put them down, you give me a minute or two and I will oops, sorry, bad time for hiccup. I will immediately forget my idea, like on the spot. My memory is so terrible.
Effect. And then that's the brawl we saw.
What is that soundbite even
Damn,
from?
man.
Now I'm curious. I might do that live. What does that come from? Bah! Well, I don't even know what that sound comes from. Let's see.
Bro got the perfect fa. Wild thing to do in public. No way, bro tried to create the echo. Almost sounds like he used the actual sound. That's minus.
It's so stupid. I don't think it's that funny, but it kind of is funny.
I got this.
What does that sound from?
I got this. I got this.
What is this even from? This noise, I got this is from Kill La Kill anime. And what is Fa from? I don't know. All right, I'm fixating on this. Let's move on. Oh, we were finished watching this video. Ah! Nope. That's next.
You don't spit on a person. No, I mean, spitting on someone is literally the fucking assault off rip.
Yeah, no. I agree. You know, there's one thing everyone knows growing up is that spitting on somebody is more disrespectful than like slapping or even punching, in my opinion. Yeah, that's kind of, because it's not only like rude and disrespectful, but it's just flat out gross. And I would be beyond mad if someone tried or did spit on me. That's like, I need probably a couple people to hold me back, because I want to get in at least one good swing on
To be fair,
you.
Trax didn't. He was not the one that started that. The guy spitting on him was. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I saw that earlier today. This whole saga was nuts.
Scott Twilight says, I swear people use the Fa audio for Splatoon gameplay. It's peak.
I'm very curious what
Interesting.
Trax is going to do next, though. Like, I imagine he has to take it to, like, court now, right? To sue them? Because they're not going to give him, like, any of, like, the money or anything. And even if they did, that doesn't fix what happened, right? So
Yeah, that's a great question by Moist. And then on top of that, like, how would you even determine what the damages are? Like, that would be another interesting thing about taking that to court is I mean, I guess maybe he could subpoena them to give him the last year or couple of years worth of transactions, or however long they think the scamming was going on. I mean, maybe if there was a way he could, I mean, they probably document, I mean, they're dealing with jewelry. I mean, I guarantee you they document 100% of everything that is sold. maybe there's a way he could subpoena and get all of that information so that he can determine how much damages and how much money has been lost because of what they've been doing. That's an interesting, that to me, that's another major interesting part to it.
Imagine he has to take it like through the system next. Will he get in trouble now for physically fighting them? I don't know, man. I'm not a lawyer. But spitting, you can't spit on a person. It's assault. Or battery. I can't remember. Here, I'll just look it up. It's one or the other. Battery. Spitting on someone is considered battery.
And it's just gross.
It is legally classified as battery, not assault.
It's just gross.
I knew it was one or the other. I couldn't recall.
I would never spit
Damn,
on
I didn't know
somebody.
that.
That's just disgusting.
Really? I thought most people knew that. You can't just spit on someone. Like, that's fucking
Like, I'm not
disgusting
kidding.
shit.
If someone's mad at me, at least swing or open hand try and hit me, like spitting on me is just like, it's just disgusting.
And that is literally, if you get spit on, you're starting a fight. No one is just going to take that spit and walk away. Well, I guess I wouldn't say no one. I guess in some circumstances people would, but for the most part, when you spit on someone, that is you starting a fight. Would have leaped that counter. He almost did, man. When he got spit on, he fucking threw that thing up, but the bodyguard pulled him away. He's literally ripping it up, and the bodyguard pulls him away. That man, he was about to get Goldberg speared by Trax. Play the clip one more time. Oh, for the slap. That does make such a nice, satisfying little dog sound there.
That was kind of funny. Maybe I'll put that at the end of my clip. It's just the sound of the or a quick visual of the slap. Quick head slap at end. Ah! And then the.
I think it's staged. Oh no, I don't think so either.
No, this is not staged. Well, why would this be staged? No, not staged whatsoever. That doesn't make that jewelry company look good, like at the least, that makes them only look bad. One other people spat on somebody. Two, they were scamming what's supposed to, like, not only is it not only was it's doubly bad for the jewelry company because one, they've ruined the relationship with a major buyer or a major or a person that provides them products, Trax NYC. So one, your relationship with a major person who produces your product is totally ruined, and then two, your relationship with your consumers, your customers, is also doubly ruined because now it's viral. Everyone knows that you were scamming them, multiple of them. I mean, on both ends, that's bad for whoever that jewelry company is. The only positive for them, maybe, is that maybe the one positive for them is that one, because their name's not out there, people aren't fixated on the name. So people, so one, they don't benefit at all from this viral moment because their name's not out there. But maybe they also don't receive as much negatives because their name's not out there and people don't know who this company is. Although, because Trax is so viral and so maybe garnering so much from this, there's a chance he's probably already said their names like 100 times, the name of the company. So I actually don't think that would benefit them, the fact that their name's not out there, because he's probably thrown their name out there already a bunch of times. Hey, Juices Phillips, the Cartoon King, is in chat. What's up, Juices? How are you? Says hi, everyone. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, I would, I'm take that back. I don't think the fact that their name's not at the forefront that it really matters, because I have a feeling Trax NYC has probably thrown their name out there plenty through social media, so get rid of that idea, I guess. Make the slap old Minecraft hurt noises. I'll have to figure out. I don't even know. I've never played Minecraft, so I'm a boomer. Minecraft. I'll note that. I don't even know what Minecraft noises are. All right, so that was interesting. I felt like that was pretty entertaining. I wasn't really expecting that to happen at all. Let's see. This is... When did this come out? This was December 18th. This was... No. Juice Phillips, doing okay, but my day was horrible and not done yet. Wish I would have some peace. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Juices. Well, hopefully we can help provide you some entertainment or some pleasant distractions from real world problems for a moment. All right, real quick. Next thing, I'm gonna hope. Well, I'm probably definitely gonna get copyright claimed on these, but there were some trailer reveals for what is it? Marvel? What is this? Doomsday, Avengers. I figured why not? Let's go ahead and watch one. I think there was. Let's watch the newer one. The newer one showed like some X-Men characters. I have not seen these. Again, I'm so like. Thank you for making my day better, said Juices. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Apparently they showed like some X-Men or something. I honestly have no idea what this is, so. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Not socials. There we go. Why is that like that? Make full screen. There we go. Perfect. Oh yeah, the X-Men one is cool, says Odin. Well, let's see. Let's see what they show. I'm gonna get copyright claimed. I already know I will. So.
Death comes for us all.
Oh, is that Ian McKellen? Oh, wow.
That's all I know for sure.
So that is the voice of Ian McKellen, the original... Oh, my camera's off a little bit. The original Professor Xavier from the... Oh, gosh. I totally forgot. What is that guy's name? The canceled guy. Is it Springer? Something Springer. The guy... I couldn't think of how to name those 3 X-Men movies, except other than that they were directed by Springer, or whatever his name is. That guy that got, like, totally canceled.
The question isn't...
Xavier Schools for the
are you
gifted.
prepared to die? The question is, who will you be?
Oh, no, I got it wrong. Ian McKellen wasn't, Professor X. Professor X was, Star Trek guy. Professor Ian McKellen is... I think that was Ian McKellen, but he played, Magneto. I got it wrong. I mixed up Magneto and Xavier. Odin Salty says, I wonder how Robert Downey Jr. would be playing Doom. That's an interesting casting choice. I'm kind of iffy on the whole choosing of Robert Downey Jr., mainly because I'm unsure of how to exactly view that. Because I think the theory that I've seen a lot of people are wondering... Ian is Magneto, Professor Patrick. That's right, Patrick Stewart, yeah. I got their names mixed up for a second. The thing I'm confused about is that I read that a theory a lot of people are saying is because apparently a lot of the revenue and a lot of the money that's been generated from a lot of the more modern, more recent Marvel movies, apparently it's like totally bombed since really Endgame. Which, I guess what, didn't Robert Downey die or something? So since technically Robert Downey has been out of Marvel, out of the recent Marvel movies, apparently they think that Disney or Marvel essentially was, I don't want to say freaking out, but yeah, I guess freaking out a little bit because of numbers were down. So they think that they kind of just made like this reactionary decision to like, oh, we gotta do something. Think, what do we do? And they're like, just bring back Robert Downey. And they're like, wait, but that doesn't make any sense. He's dead. And then somebody was just like, whatever he wants to do. And they're like, bring him back as Doctor Doom. You know what I mean? And I kind of view that as kind of what's happening. I don't necessarily feel as though... Love Robert Downey, by the way. I don't want to act like I'm not happy he isn't back. but to me, this definitely comes off as like a reactionary, like, oh gosh, we've got to do something. And what is, oh, the box is weird. It's normally rounded. Why is it? Wait, what's going on? Why is it a box? Oh, I see why. Sorry, I get distracted by the weirdest things. Things out of place make me, I hyperfixate on things. I'm sorry. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Sorry, I got distracted. They're bringing back a lot of characters. It seems like they want that Infinity War and Endgame revenue. Yes, Odin. That's exactly Odin. Salty in chat. That's exactly my vibe. Now again, I love all those characters, love those actors. So like, part of me is okay with it, but then part of me is also like, I don't like the originality. You know what I mean? I don't like just rehashing people and bringing them back when like, you know, you wrote this story that's supposed to feel like this big epic, like this is it, this is everything. It's called Endgame. Things are supposed to end here with these characters, or not these characters, but at least some of these actors. Maybe you bring back the characters down the line and maybe different actors or something, and it's just like, I don't know. To me, it heavily feels as though they're just like, push the alarm. We need the alarm. Push the red button that says bring back all the old people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's hard to say that I dislike it, because like I did like it for Wolverine, obviously bringing Hugh back. So I feel like a bit of a hypocrite saying that, but I mean that one kind of at least made sense because the whole plot with Deadpool was like reverting time and stuff like that. At least kind of was like kind of meta and cool. This, I'm not quite sure how they're gonna spin it with. Like, how does it work with Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom? Like, are they going Elseworld, or is this a different multiverse? Like, does Doctor Doom just happens to look exactly like Tony Stark? Like, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna explain it with here, but
Close your eyes.
my guess is multiverse, right? That's got to be what they're going for. Hello, my old friend. Ooh. Got Cyclops. Was that it? And that was the original Cyclops, right? The Sonic actor. What's his name? Yeah, okay, that's definitely... What's his name? Is it Marsden? James Marsden, I think? It definitely looks like Sonic Man. Okay, well that wasn't a heck of a whole lot to that trailer. There was another previous trailer that we can check out. I haven't seen the previous one. Again, I've been I've been totally just like 0 Dark 30 on Marvel as of late. There hasn't really been anything that has like super intrigued me or interested me to come back and watch. The last one I watched was probably Wolverine and Deadpool, which I don't feel like that one was that long ago, right? Probably a year or two. I think they're actually writing the script as they film everything, so maybe they don't have too much to explain at the moment. Weird way to make a movie, but whatever, I guess, is Odin. Yeah, I am also not a fan of that idea, but let's see. This is another trailer. This is Doomsday. Is this the one with
Father,
Chris Evans or something?
all my life, I have answered every call. To honor, duty, to war.
Ah, that's the sound of Thor. Oh, I can see Thor on screen now. So I guess he's talking to Odin. Who played Odin in the other movies? It was Hannibal Lecter, right? Hannibal Lecter played Odin. I can't remember his name. I can't remember. I should remember his name. Big actor.
But now fate has given me something I never sought.
A child.
A child.
Ah.
A life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers.
Plan to be the strength for what? But what though? Does he need the strength? I mean, I guess we know it's Doctor Doom. It's gonna be weird. Like, aren't they gonna see Doctor Doom's face and gonna be like, Tony, what's up, Tone? Like, what are you doing with that mask on your head? Why are you trying to kill us all? I don't know.
So that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
So they definitely have like this similar thing. They're doing the exact same title crawl, basically. Same logo. When's this come out? Like November or December, something like that. Huh. I'll be honest. I hate to be Mr. Downer again. I'm still not terribly. Oh shoot, was that full screen before? Oh, it was. Okay, cool. I'm glad they are making Thor serious this time around. Maybe they would do the same with the Hulk. I hate to say it, man. I'm not terribly enthused or like excited, I guess. I'm not terribly like excited for any of this. Like, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they end up doing with it, but I am like I don't know. Do something new. At least with what's his name with oh, what was the villain they were gonna roll with the other actor, but he backed out. What was his name? Was it Crawl? Cran? Call? What was his name? Marvel villain. Wasn't it like Khan? Not Khan. I can't think of the guy. They made a whole. They had like a whole movie with him. Uh, wasn't it the something dynasty? Marvel Dynasty. What was it? Oh, Kang. The Kang Dynasty. I just like. I was kind of curious for that, just because I was curious where they were going to go with that kind of whole thing. Um, this whole thing, the whole Doctor Doom thing, to me feels just like it just feels like the biggest pivot in the world, where they're just like, we got to do something else. Kang is, Jonathan Majors. That's right. We ended up talking about it. Marvel stuff has been complicated as of late. They keep trying to connect everything, but the chronological order of the films and shows are just random and inconsistent, says Odin. Yeah, I agree, but I think that's why I'm so kind of disconnected and like I'm a little disinterested with what they have going on, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm not terribly interested in what they have. All right, so I'm running out of topics. I've got 2 more topics here. I got one more video. This one just popped up that I was curious about. I have not seen it. Only 1080. So if you guys don't know, I like watching a lot of AI and like robotic type videos, and this is a new one that popped up. I guess this is Hyundai. Let's see. Hyundai introduces its next gen Atlas robot at CES 2026. So let's go ahead and tune into this one and see what is going on. What was the last time we talked about robots? Was the oh gosh, my memory's terrible. We did a video reacting to another robot made by a major company, or that one was more for home, right? It was more for home cleaning and home chores. Let's see what this one is capable of. What is this? Made by Hyundai. Oh, wrong button.
We've been working on humanoids for more than a decade at Boston.
Hyundai unveils new
Always
Atlas
keeping a
robot.
close watch
So this is
on when the
Atlas.
missing pieces of technology
Why do
would
you have
fall
a
into
t-shirt
place
of
to
your
make it
robot?
truly commercially viable. The rapid advancements in AI over the past few years are the piece that we needed, and that moment is finally here. Now it's time to officially take Atlas out of the lab. So for the first time ever in public, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Atlas to the stage.
Atlas prototype.
So as you can see, Atlas really does stand up the way that we show in our videos online. And we get tons of questions about this.
I don't like
While we got
how it
everyone here,
walks.
do you want to provide a little bit of insight into how we made that decision?
I mean, it's pretty simple. Atlas doesn't have to move like a person does, and we're looking for the most stable, efficient way to get up, and it turns out this is it.
The other question we get all the time is how Atlas is moving. How is Atlas moving today?
So in normal operation, Atlas is fully autonomous on a job site, but today, Sarvesh, one of our FAEs, is piloting Atlas on the stage, giving it really simple instructions like...
Let's see. Odin Salty in chat says, I heard that the Razer game accessories companies made an AI companion. Oh, interesting. But yeah, keep an eye out on this thing, guys. This is what could be taking all of your jobs eventually. My job, our jobs. You could be seeing thousands of these in Amazon factories before
forwards
long.
and backwards, just to keep things simple. This is Atlas's first time in public, and as you can see, its walk is pretty natural and pretty smooth. We've partnered with our sister organization, the Robotics and AI Institute, to push the limits on natural walking just for this performance. And I think we've done something really special.
Did everyone
We've
just
also been
forget
at
what
this
happened in the
robotics thing
iRobot
for
movie,
a
says
while,
Odin is Salty?
And we've learned that there's more to
Yes.
it than just copying nature. We can pick the best parts of what nature has to offer and do better in others. So as you can see, Atlas here has joints that can move 360 degrees. This lets Atlas move even more efficiently than humans, particularly in manufacturing environments where every second counts. We've also designed Atlas's head and face very purposefully. We want folks working with Atlas to know that Atlas is a helpful robot, not a person.
Seeing Atlas live in action for the first time is wildly exciting. But seeing it perform real industrial work...
Scott Twice says, it's reminding me of a game called Detroit Become Human. I've heard of it. I never played Detroit, but I just bought it the other day because I think Veronica Rose recommended it. I think we got it on Steam.
...is even more compelling.
Might play that eventually.
We recently took this robot down to the Hyundai Motor Group Metaplant America to have Atlas test in a real manufacturing facility where we performed autonomous material handling tasks. We proved that humanoids could be viable in a real-world application. And we collected data and learnings that we took back to Boston to make our product even better.
The version of Atlas that you're seeing here is just a research prototype that we've been using for a couple years to understand the system. But we've been hard at work on making the actual product version of Atlas. I can confidently say that this product version of Atlas is the best and actually simplest robot that we have ever built. But rather than just talk about it, why don't we actually show you what it's going to look like?
Oh, they're going to show it working. It's going to do all the things that people don't like to do at their job. Oh my gosh, I don't like how it moves. I do not like that movement. That was way too fluid.
Now, obviously this is a static display robot. We just couldn't pry the actual production samples out of our engineers' hands at the lab this week. So we're going to be showing you videos of that robot in the coming weeks.
Oh, they're going to talk to each other.
This product generation of Atlas surpasses any other enterprise-grade humanoid. This robot has 56 degrees of freedom, mostly with fully rotational joints, and it has human-scale hands with tactile sensing in the fingers and palms for dexterous manipulation. Atlas's 360-degree cameras see in all directions, so it understands when people are approaching, which is part of our holistic safety concept. Atlas is also strong. It can lift up to a
Atlas is also strong. It can rip the heads off of 10 full-grown human men within 5 seconds. I just right when he said Atlas is strong, I was just like, this is how it can destroy an entire population right here. Hey, Amy Lynn is in chat, says hi, and how are you? I'm good, Amy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Ona Salty says, I just know these robots will end us all. It's just what I was thinking. Next, they're gonna give them guns.
110
This
pounds.
this is the Atlas. This is the wartime model. This is the wartime prototype. This one's designed to fire off 10 missiles within 5 seconds. It even has a handy knife that projects right out of its palm.
And reach up to 7.5 feet in the air. Atlas is also water resistant. In real industrial environments, robots need to undergo washdowns, and it can operate at its full capabilities, including strength between -4 and 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be easy to teach Atlas.
Oh, so it also, if your manufacturing plant catches on fire, it also won't be destroyed. Unlike a real worker will burn up to death. This thing can survive any catastrophe. It's got a warranty on it for 2 years.
Tasks. Most
10-year
trained
warranty.
in less than a day. Atlas can perform these tasks at a reliable, consistent pace for about 4 hours using its dual swappable batteries. And when they run low, Atlas navigates back to its charging station and swaps its own batteries, getting right back to work.
Oh, so it doesn't even need humans to to swap its batteries. Hear that? It can just swap its own batteries. It's just like, pff, get out of here, filthy human. I don't need you.
Finally, Atlas robots share intelligence. Through our Orbit platform, once one Atlas learns a skill, it can be shared with any other Atlas.
These industry-leading specs, along with our industry-leading foundation models, allow Atlas to take on challenging tasks. Tasks that Atlas will do autonomously on its own.
Can the robot run Doom though, says Odin? I guarantee you it can. See, my problem is like an event like this is not designed for consumers. Like, this is not something that they're saying, hey, look at this normal person living in South Florida. This is for you. You can buy this at some point. No, this presentation right here is only designed for like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. That's all this is designed for. It's just saying, hey, this thing can make, if you buy 100,000 of these, you can, or 10,000 of these, you can run an entire Tesla manufacturing plant, or you can run 10 Amazon warehouses with 1,000 of these. You know what I mean? It's like, this presentation is not like a, hey, normal person, buy this. Scott Twilight says, I bet I could beat it in a match of Splatoon.
From day one. Assisting
I don't know, I
people
doubt
in
that.
prioritizing a collaborative, human-centric approach. And as we continue to build out our general purpose technology, our customers will be able to use our Orbit software to teach Atlas new and specialized skills.
Oh, look at there. See, it's building a car. See? Everyone, you see that? Everyone in Detroit? This thing's going to be in all your plants eventually.
Wrap us up by talking about our production and deployment plans.
Imagine Elon Musk installing Grok into these robots. Most dialogue, oh my goodness, that would be scary. If Elon Musk is also able to, he'll have his own robot. He'll have his own thing he's selling eventually.
Of course. So we've already started production of this new robot at our Boston headquarters, and our entire 2026 supply has already been allocated to Hyundai Motor Group and our new AI partner you'll hear about in a few minutes. We'll add more new customers in 2027. But for now, we're planning additional pilots at Hyundai Motor Group and building a facility that we call the Hyundai Robotics Meta Plant Applications Center. This center is the cornerstone of our plan to build the most complete data set in the world to train humanoid skills in manufacturing, creating an engine for deploying tens of thousands of Atlas robots across Hyundai Motor Group facilities worldwide. It's a data factory. Hyundai Motor Group isn't just deploying the Atlas robots either.
See what I mean? This is super realistic right here. See how this entire warehouse is empty and all that's there is just a robot? That's going to be your warehouses in about probably 6 to 12 months. This and probably 15, 20 other robots is going to be running your warehouses, so enjoy it. Enjoy life while you can.
Build them. Together.
You know, what if the robot can run some Halo campaign on split screen with me? I'll get it, says Odin. You're just like, I need a friend. That's the reason you buy the robot. I need a friend. I think it's a good reason. It's a good reason to dump what, $50,000. However, this thing's gonna be the price of a car.
We are building a new robotics factory capable of producing 30,000 Atlas robots a year. This is what's truly required to deliver the full promise of humanoids across the industrial, commercial, and home markets.
Yay! Everyone clap. Everyone clap for all the jobs that are gonna go away because of these things. See, don't you feel better? Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy to see entire industries die? Or they won't die. Those industries will probably prosper and thrive because it'll have machines that can work for 24 hours straight and not need to take breaks because it can swap its batteries out whenever it wants. You know what I mean? That's why these things are gonna dominate markets. Is not necessarily. I'm sure they're gonna be pretty proficient in terms of working, but in terms of like the fact that these things can just, humans got to sleep. You got to take breaks. These things don't need breaks. They don't need to sleep. They can swap out their batteries whenever they need to, which probably takes them like 5 minutes to do, 10 minutes to do. So throughout an entire day, these things can, he said, what, 4 hours is the battery life currently on those things? So if it needs to swap its battery out every 4 hours, I can't do math, 4, 8, 10, 12, 16, 20. So it means it needs to go change its battery 7 times a day. So if it needs to change its battery 7 times a day and it takes 5 to 10 minutes, you're talking what, like 30 to 40, probably like 45 minutes out of its day is spent on just changing its battery. How much production, how much stuff can you get out of that? Like, seriously. Like, in 24 hours, out of a 24-hour day, less than an hour is dedicated to this thing just changing its batteries. People can't work like that. Like, if they can really get this thing to work like as proficiently as a human can, I mean, dude, we're screwed. Like, the whole industry is entirely screwed. In my opinion. Again, I don't mean to bum people out. This is just the way things are going. At least give us a job remote controlling them or something, man. Dude, no. You might get lucky. There might be a job made to swap their batteries out so they don't have to, like, if they get super greedy, maybe they're like, hey, that 45 minutes out of the day, out of the 24 hours, we want them to not even have to leave. So maybe we'll pay someone who your job is to go to the thing and swap its battery out every 2 hours while it's moving. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they'll make a battery swapper job. How many people do you need to do that, though? One person? You know, how many people does it take to just go over and change a battery out real quick? Scary stuff. All right, I'll get off this. If I'm all doom and gloom, I try not to be. Well, no, I won't even say I try not to be. I feel like I'm already doom and gloom. Maybe I fixate on things. If you guys notice that, I fixate on things like hardcore, probably way more than I should. All right, so I only got one. What are we? Almost an hour and a half in, and I only have one other thing to talk about. This will be fairly quick. I don't even know if I've actually talked about this, but I have been watching the TV show Fallout. I'm not going to go terribly deep into specifics or spoilers. I don't really feel like there's a super amount of crazy, insane spoilers coming from this show right now. Let me swap over. Let's see. Got the music on. Let's get the video on screen. But yeah, so I have been watching Fallout season 2. I've basically caught up on like every episode. Actually, let me double check him. I want to make sure. Probably should have done this before. Let me just make sure I haven't talked about this already. I don't think I have. Let's go to my live channel. I don't think I've talked about, right? Have I not? Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, have I even talked about this yet? Let's see, I've talked about Stranger Things, Welcome to Derry. I did talk about Fallout, but I talked about the trailer. Okay, so cool. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't talking about something I have talked about already. But yes, so I've been watching Fallout Season 2, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I don't want to spend more than maybe 10 or 15 minutes on this. But I have been fairly enjoying the show. If you kind of didn't see where things kind of left off with Season 1, basically, I think his name was Hank or Henry? No, Henry Stranger Thing. I think it's Hank. Hank, the father of our main character here. I forgot her name. Oh, dude, I'm going to have to keep my notes on screen. Like, even though I'm enjoying the show, I don't want to act as though... Lucy. Hank McLean. This is Lucy McLean, like our main character, basically. Things all ended with Hank McLean kind of taken off. Turns out he's a big bad guy and been lying to his vault dwellers for the entire time. Basically, it turns out her mother has been... she escaped and got turned into a ghoul or whatever. Hank McLean, bad guy. He leaves... And he ends up taking off for New Vegas. Yay! So this entire show is taking place like in New Vegas, which is really cool. Which, you know, Fallout New Vegas, another setting of one of the games. And basically, Lucy McLean joins up with the ghoul? Yeah, Cooper. Joins up with him, and they're like this duo, kind of going through. And she's kind of got this. She's kind of got this. Fish out of water, you know, based kind of they play a pretty decent combo. She has like a heavy fish out of water type personality. Coop is more of he's kind of your roughneck realist, someone who's been in this world for a long period of time. So they do a pretty good job of balancing out. I mean, I would admit, I think that Ella Purnell I'm not completely in love with her character just yet. I think what it is this show plays it kind of for goofs. It plays it a little too cartoony, kind of goofy sometimes. I kind of wish they were a little more serious in parts, but I don't know. I guess Fallout isn't inherently a super realistic, real show, or a super serious show at 24/7. So I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments whether you think that's an okay, you know, for me to feel that way about her. But love the ghoul. I will say Cooper Howard by far is the best character in the show. And honestly, a lot of his backstory and the overall plot of what's happening with the show, Coop he's the most interesting aspect of it. Like he's kind of the thing that everyone really wants to know about, like his family and a lot of the stuff that happened back in the normal times. What does the show take place in, like the 40s or 50s? Technically, before the nukes drop. Everything related to him is like the most interesting stuff that like I want to know about. Which is kind of, you know, I don't know. His story is just far and above more interesting than everything else, and I definitely think that kind of makes everything else a little watered down. I will say with season 2, what I'm at least happy with is it definitely feels as though some of the side plots are becoming more interesting. Lucy's story does have the intrigue with at least the father. If you don't know, the father was a Vault Tech like executive, not executive, but he was like a high-ranking official within the company. He's like somebody who may have had a hand in the dropping of the nukes with Dr. House and with Vault Tech and everything. So there's a lot of intrigue. Apparently her father and Cooper's wife were like associated at Vault Tech. So again, there's some intrigue and some curiosity with like how do they know each other? How intimate were they in terms of their work relationship? How does, you know, we're still waiting in this show to see Dr. House. I think we currently, including the last episode, which I just watched last night, we are currently 4 episodes in. So I think we're approximately halfway through the season. I will say also, it's crazy we're already halfway through this season. I feel like there's so many plot elements that they haven't even touched on that I'm like, or not touched on, but that they're not progressed through as much as I would hope. So even though I will say I'm enjoying the season more than season 1, I still feel as though this show, plot wise, is progressing super slowly. Unless they do a crap ton in the last 3 to 4 episodes, I've got a feeling this is probably going to end with there being a lot of plot stuff that's not quite followed through on. Oh, here's Hank for a moment. There we go. Yeah. Overall, though, again, I'm enjoying the show. There's certain plots that I'm not like super thrilled with. At least another thing I'm super happy with is that the Maximus character. I'm definitely happy that him and the Brotherhood of Steel's plot is at least thickening a little bit and becoming slightly more interesting. That to me, I feel like his acting, that the character's acting, was pretty bad in the first season. It's gotten slightly better. But what makes it better is I at least think that some of what they're doing is more interesting. I'm at least starting to get kind of maybe the relationship and maybe the hierarchy based stuff within the Brotherhood of Steel. And I do at least like that they're making it seem very video gamey with some of the things that are happening there. Where like in Fallout you could like, it's all decision based RPG, so you can role playing, so you can make good decisions or bad decisions, and like it really feels as though I think one thing that is good that I'm thinking to mind is that these characters, some of these, especially Ella and Maximus, they feel very flawed in certain ways, which I think might be for a reason. I think what the reasoning is why they're kind of flawed, kind of stupid in points. Or naive at points, is I think they're trying to play it very similar to the games where like maybe they're low on attributes in a certain respect, you know what I mean? Where Maximus makes terrible decisions and is very reactionary. So I think maybe some of his like intelligence is like, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to seem, they really make it seem as though people are lacking in certain areas and other people are heightened in certain areas. And I think that I'm actually, you know what? I'm talking myself into that. Maybe I like this show. I do like the show, but I definitely think that's what they're going with Maximus and Lucy, is that Lucy is like overly charismatic, overly naive, overly nice, and she's lacking in like in sternness or aggressiveness, you know what I mean? She's lacking maybe in that field, whereas Maximus has the sternness, has aggressiveness, but he's lacking in intelligence on how to do things, which is super funny because every decision he makes is like the wrong decision, oh shoot, I said that loud. But they are playing it up with Maximus's character, that even though he makes the wrong decisions, he is ultimately like a good guy. So at least towards the latter end of episode 4, they definitely are like, hey, at least you at least care about people, which is a good thing, and not all is bad with him. But yeah, like I said, I'm liking and not liking. I would say definitely the high points of the show so far. At least with the last episode, we started to delve into, we finally are getting to see some death claws, which I will say that's probably been the most entertaining stuff so far. The death claws look really cool. I mean, they try to use some practical effects, and I wouldn't say the practical effects are like amazing, but I do think at one point Angry Joe mentioned it, but I do think you actually see practically like a head of a death claw, which is really cool. That I was super stoked by. They do use a lot of CGI with some of the death claws, which let me see, there might be a death claw here if I look. Oh yeah, there's one. I would say another interesting thing is I think they're kind of messing with some of the plot or the historical stuff. I mean, granted, I think Todd Howard is in on the writing of this show, but I don't know, maybe it's him that's doing it, but I think they're kind of reworking some of the writing. Because they go back to, what is it, Operation Anchorage, I think what it is, which was a major DLC in either Fallout 3 or New Vegas, I can't remember which one. But they essentially, with Cooper Howard here, they show like a flashback of him technically in Operation Anchorage, and in one of the missions there's death claws. And I remember thinking, like, did we know that in the original Fallouts? Were death claws just a part of the world even before the the bombs dropped. I don't know. That's something I'm kind of curious about, because I think that's what they were referencing, is like, or hold on, now I gotta look it up. Was Operation Anchorage before the bombs dropped? I don't even know. Was Operation before the bombs? Yes, the actual battle of Operation Anchorage happened before the Great War started. Okay, so it did happen before. So yeah, like I was saying, they are technically saying, hey, these Deathclaws were around before the bombs dropped, which is kind of a little surprising. I actually didn't know that. I thought that the Deathclaws were born out of whatever nuclear radiation was happening in the wasteland. So I don't know. Like I said, they're doing some stuff that I'm quite sure of. I don't actually hate it. I just didn't, I wasn't expecting it. But I don't know. That's kind of all. Like, I am enjoying the show. Again, there are certain characters I'm not terribly fond of. I think a lot of the stuff that's kind of taking place down in the vaults, I'm not terribly super excited for, when it comes to the Lucy's brother, when it comes to, like, all of the, which again, the vault stuff should be some of the most interesting in my opinion. Pretty sure in the lore, Deathclaws are basically mutated chameleons, as Odin. Yeah, which is why I was saying it's weird how in the TV show, basically Deathclaws were around before the bombs dropped. So, I mean, they could make an argument that maybe bombs had already dropped before the bombs dropped. You know what I mean? Maybe there were some experimentations. Maybe there was some test sites where bombs were dropping, and maybe that's what created the Deathclaws. And then the actual bombing happened, later on. I'm unsure. I don't know. I just know Cooper in his normal human form. So this is back when he was in the wars, which, he was a veteran in this story. But in the normal time, right before the bombs, he was in Operation Anchorage. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of confused. I'm confused. I'm befuddled about what's kind of going on here. Let's see, anything else? I mean, I should say, yeah, they have some other cameos. If you haven't seen, Kumail Nanjiani was in it. I really enjoyed his character, although he's barely in it. You don't really see much of him. Macaulay Culkin is in the show too. So at least you've got some really notable people who it definitely seems as though signed on to this, which I appreciate. I would say Macaulay Culkin's cameo is a little bit more weird than I think Kumail actually his character isn't totally outrageous and weird. Macaulay's cameo is a little bit more you kind of don't fit here, in my opinion. It wasn't bad. It's at least fun to see Macaulay. He's not a person. Him and Kumail are not people I'm upset to see. I'm just saying that Macaulay's appearance is just kind of oh, whoa, why are you here? You know what I mean? But I think there's other people probably I can't think of. But yeah, that's kind of all I got. That was a very short impression. I'm enjoying the heck out of the show. I think it's fun. I will say, coming off of shows like Stranger Things and Welcome to Derry, which are two recent ones I watched. Stranger Things was kind of fun a little bit, but very stupid. And I would definitely say, watching this after Stranger Things, I'm enjoying this far more than Stranger Things. I didn't hate Stranger Things. I thought it was just okay. This, at least, it's kind of stupid, but it's at least fun, which that's all I ask out of a Fallout show, is let it be fun. There's fun here. The visuals, some of the practical effects. I don't know. I'm enjoying some of those aspects. Welcome to Derry, by far, is the best thing I've seen probably the last couple of months. So it's not better than that, but it's pretty close. I like it. So yeah. I don't know. Is that basically all I got to say? I think that's it. Yeah, I'm enjoying the show. So we still got 3 to 4 episodes left to go. We'll see. Again, there's other plot elements. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with Dr. House. How does he fit in? I mean, we know how he fits in here, but yeah, we're still waiting to see Dr. House. Still waiting to see maybe some of the resolutions with Hank McLean, the McLean family as a whole. Thought I heard someone yelling. And I don't know. Like I said, it's a little 50-50. Like I said, there's two plot elements that I'm not super stoked about. The brother, Lucy's brother's plot side, and Maximus. I'm not terribly enthralled by either of those two storylines. But then everything that has to take place with Lucy and the ghoul, I love. Like I really love that plot element. I love the flashbacks and everything. So it is very hit and miss. Again, I don't completely hate any of the stories. I just think they're uneven. Like some of the stories are better, much better than the others. So that's all I got. I'm enjoying the show. I recommend it to anyone who. I would definitely say go watch this if you're a Fallout fan, or if you're mildly intrigued. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is going to be really beloved by like people who know absolutely nothing about Fallout. I actually think there's probably a lot of people that are going to be kind of confused about what's kind of going on in this universe. I don't know. I'm liking it. That's all that matters. My opinion is the most important one. Nobody else's matters. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, Salty says, another topic in mind. Ubisoft got hacked for a second time recently. I don't know. That sucks. I mean, Ubisoft as a company, man. I have no positives really to say about where Ubisoft is at the moment, or where they've been. Let me just do another quick run through and see if there's anything else. Let me see. Like I said, anything in the chat or in the Discord, feel free to send me anything else. Appreciate you throwing the suggestion my way, Odin. Oh gosh, here's a video I might want to watch. I don't want to see much of that. That sucks. Such a W quote about Ubisoft. Yeah, I don't mean to be that like that kind of cynical about Ubisoft. I mean, obviously that does suck, and I just don't know if I want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Sorry. Coughed right into the mic. Anything else? I found one video that I kind of want to check out. I'm not sure how long I'm going to watch this one for, though. Okay, yeah, we'll watch this one. I'm kind of curious. This one says, Wings of Redemption wakes up alone. Kelly left Wings at 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so I guess I'll explain some of this real quick. If you don't know Wings of Redemption, he is... he's another streamer character from the internet. He kind of gained some relevance simply because he's a big guy and kind of uncomfortable and says ridiculous stuff. He got big enough where eventually the people over at LolCow, who are Boogie2988 and Keemstar being the head of the snake, they eventually brought Boogie. They eventually brought Wings of Redemption on. He's been like one of the consistent people on Wings or on LolCow for a while. Recently, he's gotten into some trouble with the group because he had like a raging incident where he like knocked his wife over in a rage to try and beat the crap out of Keemstar, and they booted him off the show essentially. I think they ended up bringing him back since then, but he ended up like scratching and like multiple times trying to punch Keemstar. So their whole situation is weird. Rest of my topics that I'm seeing trending on social media are just political events or conflicts. Obviously going to leave those alone. Yeah. Well, you know, I don't talk politics and stuff like that. Not because I'm not interested in it. I mean, obviously I would admit I consume lots of political and daily news myself. I think the problem is I'm not quite sure, like, I'm just never quite sure what I can add to, you know, there's so many political YouTube channels that like, Like, can I add anything interesting to anymore to it? All that happens is you guys just find my opinion. You guys just hear my opinion. I don't know. I just don't know if I have anything interesting. Plus, like, it's not something I'm like super passionate about. Like, I'm more interested in like internet drama and tea. Like, what's happening here with Wings to me is far more interesting than. Not saying that what's happening like in Minnesota or whatever isn't a big deal. It absolutely is a big deal. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it's like I prefer to like learn and research that in my own time than figure that out here. I just don't know what I can add. I think it's part of the reason why, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my old videos, but like early on, if you guys didn't see, I did a lot of video game reviews and stuff, which I've been meaning to maybe eventually rewatching some of those live on stream to see what you guys think. Maybe next week we'll start. Maybe I'll pick an old review I haven't watched. I haven't watched one of my old reviews in a while, and we'll watch it. But yeah, I ended up stop doing that just because like I was just like, am I doing anything interesting or new here? Is there anything I'm bringing to the table with these reviews? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to do something, I'd rather try and take on something that I feel like I can do that's slightly different. I think that's why I've kind of, well, one, I've leaned into the shorts because, short form content, just because, it's more popular than VODs. But, like, also, like, I also just feel like I make more interesting things out of that than what I was doing with the game reviews. I just don't think I was particularly prolific. You know what I mean? I guess that's what I'm saying. Those were really fun. I still really enjoy those. Every now and then I get the itch to make another video game review, but I don't know. That's all I got. All right, back to I got distracted. But like I said, with politics, that's how I feel. Is it's like I don't mind talking that stuff with people, but it's like, what can I add? Like, I've got my opinions. I prefer to share those opinions with family and friends, and it's like, not that I don't think my opinions are crazy at all, but that's me. But yeah, that's it.
Like, I don't understand like why people preach this guy, act like he's like some like God saint of all time. He's a dude that sits in like a rent cost apartment and watches Lummox and Breaking Bacon.
Who's he talking about?
And he'll sit there and fucking.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
Like, I agree. It literally has two sticks. He either goes, "What?"
The reaction to a reaction.
What?
Like reaction to a reaction type of content. Is that what it is?
Yeah, not being like it's just a what? You know, people.
On.
And he'll like look at like my elbow for where like I put my elbow on my desk and I got calluses on them from like sitting at a desk for fucking 30 years. And be like, ew. Don't worry about hey Harvey or Arby or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, that's the dude that sits alone in an apartment he rents.
I don't know who this is talking about. I should say this video is called Wings of Redemption Wakes Up Alone. Oh, that's right. We're watching this because I think his wife left him in the middle of the morning. But this creator is Hey RV. Hey RV? Oh, that's who he's talking about. Okay, so this Hey RV is showing a video of Boogie criticizing him. Interesting.
Tell Rent a Center that what people are doing with their fucking computer. I wouldn't necessarily call him new, but like, you know, he's the hotness right now in this. And I wouldn't call it the hotness. He gets like 400 views. Man, Hey Harvey never even got to 1v1 with a girl in his life.
Ooh, brutal. It's actually pretty funny. You've never gotten a 1v1 with a girl in your life? Wait, holy crap. Hold on. I'm just seeing this. This guy, like, no offense, Hey RV. I mean, you have 5.7 subscribers? 5.7 thousand subscribers? How many subscribers does Wings of Redemption have? Why is he talking about you? No offense, you got a lot more subscribers than I do. But, like, hold on. Why is he Wings of How many subs does Wings have? Wings of Redemption has 460,000 subscribers. Why is he crapping on one that has somebody who has less than 6,000 subscribers? Like, really? Like, why are you... That just seems weird. Like, why do you know anything about somebody who has less? Like, I would be shocked if someone took a shot at me or something. I have like less than 2,000 subscribers. Really? Like, why would you come after me? Like, is it really worth your time? I was shocked when I saw. Let me look again. Hey RV, 5.7K subscribers. Does he also have a Twitch? Dude, that is insane for someone who has almost 460,000 subscribers to be going after someone who has less than 6,000. I don't know. Maybe am I weird for thinking that's kind of crazy? I don't know. Let me know.
Why would he want to try to 1v1 with a real man like me? They announced Fallout 4.
Like, why would you give someone that time of day? Like, no offense. Like, Hey RV probably loves it. I would love it. Like, you know what? I wouldn't even hate it. If somebody who has 460,000 subscribers is coming after me and is criticizing me and is throwing my name out there, great. That can only benefit me. What's the... I don't even know, like... I wouldn't care. I would just be like, funny. Maybe I'll watch it and see what you say. But, like, that only benefits me. Like, why? I'm shocked.
And all of a sudden, I had a reason to live again because I wanted to play Fallout 4.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Hey RV, aka Hey Avery, aka Hey Harvey, aka Regional Supervisor of Rent-A-Center, store number 478. Excuse me. Store number 501, a.k.a. the God Saint.
What did I click on? Why am I watching?
Of all time. A.k.a. Hey Arby's. A.k.a. the hotness right now. A.k.a. the dude that sits in a rent-cost apartment. Oh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope everyone had an amazing Christmas.
I'm just like...
I had a pretty awesome Christmas.
I'm just like shocked. Like, why is Wings fascinating? All right, you know what? Change of plans. I'm good. Wait, where's the part where he talks about... I'm so lost at Skylar. What's even going on? I don't know what is happening. Where's the part where does his wife leave him?
Them's all the things.
All right, I'm not interested in this. This was such a random offshoot. I'm like, I appreciate you, Hey RV, though. I got a nice chuckle out of just finding out that nothing wrong with you. I'm just shocked that Wings of Redemption just taking shots at like small creators that are like just that. They're small creators. Like, how do you know about Hey RV? I don't know. Interesting. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call my stream there for tonight. I think that's an hour 52. That's actually quite a bit more than I didn't even think I had enough for that. Yeah, pretty fun. Had a good time. Let me go ahead and end that recording. But yeah, so what do we got going on? Don't forget, guys, give me about, I'd say half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'll be jumping into the Discord. And we're going to be finishing watching, the last 4 episodes of Berserk. And that shouldn't take too long. That'll probably be, about an hour and a half? Hour and a half. Well, that was fun, Skylar. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we'll jump in there, hour and a half, knock out those last 4 episodes. That's all I really got right now. I have been totally reworking a lot of content stuff with the 2 main channels, which are ChazmaN Live and Oh, my main ChazmaN. I'm drawing blanks for no reason. So yeah, just free working stuff. I think what I've been deciding is that I'm going to be uploading especially even more over to the ChazmaN Live channel. Simply because like I've been trying to figure out what are ways of really dialing in a specific content type for the main channel. So I'm thinking on the main channel, my shorts are going to be dialed down to maybe 3 to 4 different templates, which are probably the same ones you guys see. So we're going to be doing that. And then I think I'm just going to be continuing to do the streams on the main channel. So all streaming, and then a very select few shorts are going to be on main channel. ChazmaN Live channel is going to be what gets all the highlights from this stream. And then also just any other random ass shorts I make, which are like the video game highlights of sort of the streams, and then also just the random stuff. I think all the random stuff I've been putting on the main channel, I think that might be what's bringing down some of my view counts the last couple of weeks on some of those. So I think that's why I'm going to test out moving all of those over to the ChazmaN Live, because ChazmaN Live, you know, we're a little bit more loosey-goosey. Nothing changes over at the Long Plays channel. Long Plays is still gonna be the same thing. That gets its one upload or 2 uploads a week. And yeah, that's basically it. Once again, just I spent most of today just trying to figure out, just because like I was doing very good with my shorts. I was looking at my numbers on the main channel. You guys probably don't care about my numbers, but I was looking at my numbers on the main channel, and my shorts they were super consistent for like for a good long while. And then the last week or two, I noticed some of my numbers starting to drop, and I'm like, why are my numbers almost totally dropping? And I think what it is I think my random videos that I upload are kind of confusing the algorithm a little bit. So that's why I decided, let's take some of those random videos, put them over in live, which ChazmaN Live, you know, whatever, that's kind of become my whatever area. And let's just make Enter ChazmaN, the main channel, let's just make that a very tailored experience where everyone knows what to expect. I know on this I'm going to be getting one of those 4 templates, which you guys see all the time, and then my streams. You know, here is where you get my streams and everything. And then, you know, on ChazmaN Live, that's all random stuff, and then also highlights from the streams. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be a good. Sorry, I've just been cooking up ideas in my head and stuff. I'm always cooking up stuff. I can't, like, even when I was working and had a full-time job, this is what I thought about all day at work. I'm telling you. This kind of stuff is, like, I remember I would be working, doing stuff at work, and I'm thinking, oh, why did that video I upload, why did that not do anything? You know what I mean? I think that's good. I like having something to fixate on, so. Anyways, that's all I got. Oh, let me start thanking everybody. All right. Thank you so much to the Patreon backers. We've got Skylar Twilight 128, Matthew Biocrash, and Tim. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much to Twitch over there on the Twitch universe. And Odin Salty, Skylar Twilight, and Amy Len. Thank you so much, y'all, for joining the stream. Oh, and Juices Phillips, the Cartoon King. Appreciate all of you guys today. Like I said, give me about a half hour to, I would say probably more, 45 minutes. Maybe probably 9:30 Eastern, so that gives me a little under an hour, again, 45 minutes. And I'm gonna go probably munch on, grabbing something to eat, and then yeah, I'll jump back in and join the. We'll get to watch the rest of Berserk. I'm very excited to see how this show ends, and yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I love you. I'll see you guys. What do we got for streaming tomorrow night? Don't forget, we're gonna try and finish Bastion. If we finish Bastion very quickly, I may try and do a stream of Pokemon right after. Because I'm unsure of how much left is of Bastion. It may only be an hour. If it's only an hour, we'll probably stream Pokemon right after or something. And then Saturday night is Pokemon as well. So that's what we got for the next couple of days. So, alright. Adios, everyone. Bye. Night Gang, says Skylar. Appreciate y'all being here.